My name is EnderIO, and this is All Mods 10 to the Sky. And between episodes, I've done a little bit of enchanting, like I said I was going to at the end of the last one, and it has been a little bit of time since the last episode, but I've been busy doing a few other things, so all I've done really is done a little bit of enchanting, and we've got our gear crazy enchanted now. So we've got protection 7 on all of the armour, along with a few other protections as well. So I've got projectile protection 8 on there, blast protection 8 on there, and yeah, similar things on all the others. So it's all pretty crazy. Sharpness 11 on my sword. Yeah, so I didn't really bother with the souls because they're more than fast enough as they are. But yeah, that has done very well, and I've also been enchanting a few books and sticking them into here. So we are definitely stocked up on the books now. So we may come back to this later on and do a few more little things, but I think for now that's pretty good. So we may do a bit of a fight later on. I'm probably not going to do the Chaos Guardian because that's a whole thing on its own. So I should also mention as well, Pack has updated obviously because it's been a while, but it's only gone up one version and we are now on 1.6, and we have this new chapter for all Ammonium, and I've done most of this already, so it was a little bit annoying, but I've had to go through and recraft a few things, just pick up a few things off the floor and have them in my inventory. And yeah, so I've claimed quite a few of these quests, but not that interesting really. So what I really want to do today is to get into EnderIO, and the main reason for that is to do the Staff of Travelling and the Travel Anchor, because moving around this base is getting a bit of a pain now. Even though I'm crazy fast and I've got a crazy jetpack, having the Staff of Travelling when I need to go to different places is going to be really handy. So it's a little bit of a process to get this done. The Travel Anchor itself, not that big a deal, just iron conduit binder, which we just smelt the conduit binder composite, and this is just crafted from basic stuff, gravel, sand and clay, nice and easy. The Staff of Travelling, on the other hand, dark steel ingot we've already got, because I can't remember where we got that, probably from a quest, but we can set this up as well so we can actually smelt this. And then we also need an ender crystal, and this is where it gets a little bit tricky. So we need an enderman in a soul vial with a vibrant crystal, and we put that into a soul binder. This thing on its own is a bit of a craft, so it's a bit of a rabbit hole doing all of this. And then we also need the vibrant crystal, which is actually pretty basic. So it's just an emerald and the vibrant alloy. This is just something we do in an alloy smelter, and it's just ender pearls and energetic alloy, which itself is just redstone, gold and glowstone in an alloy smelter. But I also remembered, if we have a look at the, what is it, All Mod Star, this is obviously the end goal of the pack, but we don't have a quest line for this yet. So I just had a quick look at the recipe, and I believe there is something from EnderIO that we're going to need to do for this. So we have, I think we've already got all of the expensive blocks around the outside. So, you know, unobtainium, allmodium and vibranium, that's all sorted. It's coming in automatically anyway. The singularities are a bit tricky because we need to put 25,000 gold into a quantum compressor to get this thing, and it's the same for all of them. So we've got gold, iron, ultimate, yeah, let's not even look at that one. So yeah, those are a bit crazy, but we need to do a couple of things for EnderIO, I believe. So the vibrant capacitor bank, that's pretty straightforward, isn't it? What else? This should be easy to do now because this is all just a massive amount of blocks, and we already have like infinite of all of these, I think, from the infinity cells. I do need to do the time crystals as well, which should be fun. Nexium emitter, play transmitter. I would like to get this done as well, but that's just an easy craft from power, isn't it? But we need it for this, but it'd be nice if I could do the wireless power for this as well. Alright, so actually, I may be mistaken, maybe not that much EnderIO to do for this, unless I've missed something in here, but I think it's just a vibrant capacitor bank that I need. Yeah, so actually additions, chronic evolution, bit of occultism. Yeah, I don't think there's that much for EnderIO, but anyway, what we can do, let's set out a plan. So I want to do these two things from EnderIO, which means doing a few other things to get there, but I think as well, just to test out the army a little bit, I think I want to do the Wilden as well. So let's get that up there as well. We need the, what's it called, this thing, Tablet of Summon Wilden. So let's add that up there, and I think we should be able to craft this. Yeah, that's pretty basic, isn't it? So later on, we'll get to doing that, and hopefully this sword with sharpness 11 should make short work of that. But also, we could get a Wilden prediction for that as well. So I think we'll definitely do this one, so we can get, what do we get from this one? Yeah, having these things just on hand would be really good. So anyway, first up, let's do some EnderIO. And what I'm thinking of doing is doing it in this room over here, and we can automate a few machines. I'll probably do it on one side, and then we can get the mechanism stuff on the other side, because at the minute, that is all just shoved in this corner. And I am going to remove this staircase, I still want to do that, but we have, actually no, I haven't. Yeah, so we've got the Ultimate Crushing Factories here, and this is all the AE2 stuff, and I think I just want to leave that in here. I'll probably move the furnaces out and switch these out for the mechanism smelting factories, and then we also have a lot of the machines in the starter house as well, and these aren't automated at all, so let's just go have a look at those. Yeah, these things up here. So we've got pretty much everything up here. We could probably do with a couple more things, but if we can get all like the alloys and everything automated, that'd be good, wouldn't it? So we'll concentrate on EnderIO first, but also I'll keep up the back of my mind that we can put all of these things at the other side and get those automated. Right, so back down in my little room, I've extended this out, so we've got a lot more channels available in here now. So I've run this dense cable all the way down here, and this is connected by P2P, and then I've split that off here, so we have 8 channels on each of these. So all I think I'm going to do really is just put down some pattern providers. I don't know exactly how many machines I'm going to be using, but if we just do it all separately, I know we could push between the EnderIO machines, but if we just control this all with E2, I think that's going to be a lot better, isn't it? So let's have a look at what we've got from EnderIO already. I have been sieving, obviously, and that's why we have 1.3 million grains of infinity, so we don't need to automate this process, so that's good. We also have the dark steel ingot, and I'm not 100% sure how I got those. I think at some point I may have crafted the basic alloy smelter, whatever it's called, although it doesn't appear to be in this pack anymore, so that may have been removed. So that's why I'm confused and I can't find anything. Right, so this is one of the things that we're definitely going to need pretty early on. So can we do it? Yeah, we can. I've already got the void chassis, which is just crafted from grains of infinity and iron, so I might as well get an absolute ton of these. Furnaces was the other thing, wasn't it? And I should have tons of furnaces, really, so let's just get a couple hundred of those. And now we should be able to do an alloy smelter. Right, so let's have that, and then we'll put that on there, and then we can put any patterns for it into this, and oh, we're going to need power as well, aren't we? Oh, I didn't think of that. I could have used the... I should really get into it, applied flux as well, shouldn't I? But I'll tell you what, we'll do that another time. I'll just use the gates for now. Get a few of those. This is really overkill for what this machine uses, but let's do that. And we also going to need to put a capacitor in here as well. So tell you what, let's go get a few patterns set up, because we are going to need quite a few things. So pattern encoding terminal. Let's have a look at these capacitors, and these textures have really changed now, so this is definitely going to confuse me, and I won't have a lot of this stuff yet. We can do the basic one, but to do the next level up we need the energetic alloy, and then for the last level we need the vibrant alloy and 2 of the double layer capacitors as well. So let's get all of these patterns set up, and then we can work through all the stuff that we need for it. So I've got the single, double, and then the octadic. Now, is there anything else I need to set up? So the soul vial would be a good one, wouldn't it? So let's grab one of those, and for that we need fused quartz as well. And this is just either quartz block or 4 another quartz in here, and I think I'll definitely have more of this, so we'll go this route. And that is a processing pattern, and we put that into an alloy smelter, which we already have, so we've got that there. So if we stick that in there, and then we can put the crafting ones down here somewhere, just like that. Right, so the soul vial, we're nearly there, but we need to do the solarium ingot as well. So let's have a look at the pattern for that. So for this, we smelt soul sand and gold to get the solarium ingot in the alloy smelter. So let's do the pattern for that as well. You go in there, and then we can stick that into the alloy smelter as well. Right, so first up, we're going to need a capacitor so we can actually start using the alloy smelter, but we can't do these ones yet, so we're going to need to use the basic one for now. Let's just do a few, because we're going to need those to craft up the higher tier ones as well. So let's have one of those. Oh, look at that sunset. Nice. I need to do some more building as well, but not there yet. So let's stick that in there. So that will be doing something now. That'll be receiving power. Let's go set up the patterns for the materials we need for the next capacitor as well. So that is... for the double layer capacitor, we need energetic alloy. So that one again in an alloy smelter. So we'll stick that one in, and we'll get a few of those going straight away. So let's get a few of those. We've definitely got the materials for this. This isn't a problem at this stage. And then we also want the vibrant alloy, wherever that is, this one here. So this is using the energetic alloy and ender pearls, and we're sieving ender pearls, so that's not a problem. So let's get that. And you can go in there as well. I probably would have benefited from an extended pattern provider in this one, but let's just see how it goes. So those are still doing the thing at the... yeah, it's probably going to take a while. I probably shouldn't have done that many, because I need to get the capacitor in there, don't I? Yeah, that's going to take a while. I need to make sure that pushes out as well. So on the configuration for this, I love this thing. You can scroll around and see where it is. I want to put this on push-pull. So that'll send them back into the system. So if we have a look in here now, those should come straight in. So yeah, see we've got 4 there. And with that, we can craft that one up straight away, and then we can stick that into here. So that will now go twice as fast. So we'll just need to wait for those to finish, and then we can do the vibrant alloy, and then we can get that fully upgraded. So while we're waiting for that, we can do some of the other machines, and we should probably do a sag mill. I don't think we'll need it, because we can probably just use the crusher instead. So let's have a look in a bit more detail at this thing. So we're going to need the conduit binder, are we? So let's get the patterns for those set up. So conduit binder composite is this one here. So we'll have that. That's a crafting pattern. And then for the conduit binder itself, this is just smelting that. And that'll give us 2 from that one, which is good. So let's take that. And with the crafting one, put that down there. And then we have the vibranium furnace, isn't it? So let's stick that in there. And now we can get that going and get some conduit binders. Everything's so cheap. Love it. And these conduits really are great. I love these pipes. I think they're my favourite actually in any mod, but we don't really need those at the minute. What we want is a travel anchor, and to do that we need a pulsating crystal. So for that we need pulsating alloy, so we need to set up a pattern for that as well. So let's grab this, and this is, I believe, iron and ender pearls, if I remember right. Yeah, that's it. So let's get one of those, stick you in there. And how are those doing? Right, 46 to go. Right, so is there anything else we can do while we're waiting? Because all I need for the travel anchor now is pulsating crystal. Can't do that yet, still waiting for the machine. And for this, we can do dark steel, can't we? So let's do that. Even though I've got a little bit, we might as well get this set up. So in an alloy smelter, this is just obsidian. Let's do that. Obsidian, coal dust, and iron. Let's have that. And then the recipe for coal dust, we could use a sag mill, or we could just use the crusher, couldn't we? I think I've already done this. Let's just have a look. Coal dust. No, I haven't. Right, so yeah, let's do the sag mill and we'll get one of these sets up as well. Right, but there is a chance of other stuff. So if we stick that in there, just want to make sure that it only gives us 1. We may get more. Right, this might confuse my system, but let's just go with that. So that's coal. 1 coal is 1 coal dust. And I think we could put the same pattern into a crusher, but we'll go with the sag mill for now. So let's get a sag mill, just like that. And then we can go stick this down. And how are you doing? Right, they're done now. That's good. Okay, so while we're doing this, let's get the vibrant alloy going. I'll just do a few, so it doesn't take too long. Yeah, that's pretty quick. Let's just get one of those. We'll stick those in that for now. And I also need another gate on there. I know I could do a cable here, but that looks a lot neater for me. So for the sag mill, let's put that in there. And then in this one, let's have the dark steel ingot. Right, we're getting there. So for this, we can do that. We now need to do the ender crystal. Well, firstly, we need to do the vibrant crystal. So might as well set up a pattern for it. We're probably not going to need that many, but why not? So we'll do that. But we also need to do the one for the alloy nugget as well, don't we? Put that into here. So with the vibrant crystal, we put that into a soul binder with an enderman in a soul vial. So did I do the soul vials? I did, didn't I? So let's just get a few of these. So is it oh yeah, it still needs to do the solarium. That's alright. Get that doing its thing. And the other thing was the soul binder itself. So are we anywhere near this? No, we're not. Energized by metal gear. Right, okay. Yeah, we're definitely want a pattern for that. So let's have you. And I can already do these. We should probably have one for an iron gear. I can't believe I haven't got that. And then we'll need one for the nuggets as well. You and you. So let's do the bimetal gear. There we go. Right, so the other thing for this as well, we need the ensouled chassis, which is a real rabbit hole, this, isn't it? So solarium nuggets. Let's get that one. What was it called? Soul chain. Oh, that was it. So let's get that. And then for that, we also need quartz dust, which we could do in a sag mill. Yeah, why not? Let's do that. So quartz, it'll give us 10% chance. So we'll add that in. Make sure that's just on 1. All right, so these 2 crafting patterns. And then this one goes in the sag mill. And then let's also add in the one for the ensouled chassis as well. And we can do all that. Right, so we've got anything crafting at the minute? Yeah, we're still doing these. Right, so we're just waiting for the solarium ingots, and then once that's done, we can do the solarium chassis. Right, so those are done now. So that means if I stick that in there, I can do the solarium chassis. Oh, well, I put it in the wrong place. Oh, sorry, ensouled chassis. That's why I can't find it. Right, so let's get one of those. Right, so it's doing these again. Definitely need to get that sped up die. Have I got? Right, I've got some vibrant alloy. So let's craft a couple of the octadic capacitors as well. Let's do 2 of these. We've only got 2 machines. That's still going. So let's replace that. And that. Alright, we need to make sure this is on pushes all the way. Or push pull, sorry. There we go. Right, so I've got the ensouled chassis there. So let's have a look at the soul binder again. Right, so we can do the solarium ingots. And the last thing we need for that is the logic controller. So with this, we need a pickaxe and an axe into it. So this is the pattern for the Z logic controller. And this is done in a machine called a slice and splice. So with this, can we do this? Yeah, you've got everything for that anyway, so it's just heads. And another end soul chassis, and we just need to do some more solarium. So let's get some more solarium just on the go. Let's get a few of these. I should have probably done some more alloy smelters actually, or maybe put more of them around a pattern provider, because they're not the fastest things in the world. These, you can get better capacitors, but you can't craft them. This is the best one you can craft, I believe, unless something's changed in this pack. No, I still think that, yeah, that's the best one you can craft, but you can get other ones in loot chests. So if we went into the end cities, we could possibly find them, but the effects you get from them are quite random, and I don't know how rare they are. So we'll just go with these for now. Right, so let's add these recipes over here, so I have to keep searching for them. I want a slice and splice. Right, so let's add that. I'll stick that on there. And this is where the doing it with the pattern provider is really going to help. So let's get this one powered. Get another octadic capacitor. Stick you in there. You go in there. Right, so let's set up the pattern for the Z-Logic controller. That's right. And we also need to have a pickaxe and an axe in there as well, don't we? So why not go for vibranium and then a diamond axe? That does have durability, so it might not be the best choice, but let's just use it anyway. So let's get those in there. All right, you and you. Oh, is it not allow vibranium? That's annoying. All right, let's just get a diamond pick then. I thought you could use anything there. All right, that's a bit mad, but that'll do. Is it not an axe? Is that why I'm getting it wrong? What do we need in here? Oh, it's shears. What am I doing? Right. That's why I can't put that in there. So you go in there. And did I put the pattern in? I did not. So let's put that in there. And now see if we can do that. So we'll just do one. Just get it going. And that is powered up. And that's doing everything in there. So now that's done. So I just need... Actually, I'll take it out for now. Because that's probably a quest. But it's not. Anyway. Right. So let's do the settings on there. Put that to push and pull. There we go. Right, so that is the slice and splice setup. So the next one is the soul binder. So let's have a look, see if we've got everything we need for the soul binder. Now, I'll keep searching for it, but it's just up here, isn't it? So yeah, we've got the things we need for that. So let's just do those. And now we can do the soul binder. So this is a very useful machine, and we're going to need it for a couple of things now. So we're going to need an octadic capacitor first off, aren't we? So let's just get a few of these. So we just need one for this. Stick you in there. And what we're going to need this for initially is to get an enderman spawner. And the reason, let's have a look at the recipe so you can see what I'm talking about. But what we're trying to get is the ender crystal. And we do this in the soul binder with a vibrant crystal, which we can just craft. And we also need to put a soul vial with an enderman in. So we can just take a load of soul vials, go to the end and catch a few and put them into here. That's no problem. In fact, now I've said it, that might actually be a better way of doing it. So what I'm thinking is we'll craft this thing called a powered spawner. So we just need to take a broken spawner, which I do have because I did get one by accident. And then we can just craft it with these things that we've already just done. So we can take any broken spawner and put it in a soul binder with a mob in a soul vial, and that'll turn it into that spawner type. And then we can use that to craft it into the powered spawner. Now, if you just craft it with any spawner, you can also do the same process with a powered spawner. You put that in the soul binder with the soul vial with the mob in it, and that'll turn that in as well. So you can do it either way, but I just prefer to do the broken spawner first and then craft it into the powered one. Firstly, we are going to need to go to the end and get one enderman at least anyway. So I do have a soul vial there, so let's grab that. And do I have any more? I'll just stock up on a few. Yeah, just grab those. That'll do. Right, so on the main end island, I think we should just be able to right click on these. And we now have an enderman in a soul vial. So I'll just fill all of these up. Oh well, I don't really need that many anyway, because I'm gonna automate it anyway. So yeah, we've got 5 there. I think that'll more than do it. So I do have a broken spawner, and I think it's a chicken one. So you get these just by breaking spawners with something that's not silk touch, and it'll give you this. So if we put that in there with an enderman, I just need to power this like that, and that should be good to go. So we do need to give it XP as well. I forgot about that. Okay, so if we just get, do I have another experience obelisk? Experience holder, sorry. Yeah, so oh, I don't have blaze gold. Right, that's annoying. Okay, let's get some gold. Let's have that, and I'm going to need to smelt that as well. It's all going on. We're going there. So now we should be able to craft the experience holder. Take that, and if just put this on top of here. Oh no, I can't do that, can I? Right, let's stick it there because I don't think I'm going to need anything else for now. And then if we just set this to, not that, pull from there, and if I put some levels in here, pretty sure they should work. Right, don't know what that was about. It wouldn't do it on the side, but I've just done the exact same thing on the top. And you can see that has filled up with XP now. So the recipe is now happening. So this is how slow it goes, even with an octadic capacitor. And I don't have any power in there now, so I need to put this one on the side. Alright, so that's doing its thing, and after this is finished, we should get a broken spawner, but the Enderman type. Now, the power is going to be an issue, because I want to use this one as well. So let's take that, put that on there. I should really do some cables, but never mind. Right, so that's done. So we now have a broken Enderman spawner. So with this, we can craft a powered spawner. Right, so I'm going to need logic controllers. So let's get one of those going. Let's get a few of those. And which crystals? I needed 2 of these as well, didn't I? So let's grab those as well. Right, so let's get the install chassis. And then finally, we should be able to do the powered spawner. And that's the Enderman type. So we can put that on there. And we can actually use this as a spawner to spawn mobs. But we don't want to do that. If we click on spawner mode here, we can change it to capture mobs. So if we just put a soul vial into there, and if we put a capacitor in this, like that, and also power, that should now start doing it. So we're pretty much there now. So if we just get the crystals, let's get a few of these. I'm only going to do one, but, you know, handy to have them there. So if we just stick those in there, oh, we're going to do one. All right. And then we can set this to only that on push, like that. So that has pushed that straight across into there. So we now have an Enderman soul in a soul vial and a vibrant crystal. And that'll give us the Ender crystal and an empty soul vial back. So that's great. So we can recycle those. But if we just stick all those in there, we'll get a few of them and they'll get pushed into here. So I should probably get a way of piping those in. But I suppose if it's just stocked up with Enderman soul vials in there, I can just push a vibrant crystal in whenever I want one of these guys. So yeah, anyway, that's it. That's that done. So we can actually start using this now. So let's get the Staff of Traveling. And this is a really cool item. And that will just charge as well. But if we just right click this, or shift right click, it'll teleport us to places, which is really cool. And you can go through walls as well, just like that. But what we really want to use it for is to be able to teleport to fixed points. And we do those with the travel anchors. So we'll just grab a few of these. Oh, pulsating crystal, forgot about those. Alright, I did do a load of the pulsating alloy, so let's grab some of the nuggets. And grab a few of the pulsating crystals. And now we can do a few of these travel anchors. So let's put those in there. I'll just get like 4, that'll do. So if we put one, I suppose we can put them here, can't we? That makes sense. So we'll put that on there, and if we right click on this, we can name it as well. So we'll call this EnderIO. There's going to be other stuff in here, so I can change this later on. So now, if I hold the Staff of Traveling in my hand, I can see that it's there. So if I hover over it, it goes orange. So that means if I right click on it, I'll teleport to it. And I can do that from quite far away. So if I come right up here, it's not that far away, but I'll teleport directly to it. And we can set these up so we can go in between them. So should we do this one here? Yeah, let's call this main storage. And with these as well, you don't even need the Staff of Traveling to teleport between them. You can just stand on them and just right click and you'll teleport in between those. But the Staff of Traveling makes it much handier when you're out and about. You can just go back to wherever you want to go. So I'll just put a few more of these down in the key points that I'm going to need them. Might need to craft a couple more. And then we can get on and maybe go kill the Wilden. Okay, so I've spent a bit of time doing that, and if we step onto this one, you can see all of these names pop up now. Most of them are down here, but then I can just right click on these and just go to whichever ones I want. I've got them all the places I might need to go. Don't really need to go to a lot of them, but just in case I need to do a bit of maintenance or add anything in, I can just right click and go straight there. So obviously that also means I can use the Staff of Traveling, so they won't appear if I'm not holding it, but then when I am, I can go right over to my starter house and then back over to the main storage. So that is really good. Now, next thing I want to do is kill the Wilden. So the tablet of summon Wilden, I'm going to use this version of the recipe, and the emeralds these do made in. So let's get those. Stick that in there. I should just get a few of these. I don't know how many times I'm going to need to do this, but I've got a source jar, and I also need to get a ritual brazier as well, do I? So with my full source jar and that, we should have everything we need. And I've also got a model framework as well, so I can do a data model for the Wilden and start generating its drops automatically. So let's go find somewhere to do this. It shouldn't be that difficult, really, should it? He says. So if we just put down the ritual brazier like that, put the source jar next to it, and if we just take a tablet of summon Wilden, put that on there, and now I just need to right click it, and we should get attacked by this crazy thing. There we go. Right. That was easy, but there's a few of them, isn't there? So it should be pretty straightforward. It shouldn't take that much damage. Right, magnet on. Should get a fair few drops on this. Yeah, that was... Is that it? And I didn't use my... Right, okay. Let's try that again. So, with my model framework, I want to do that one. Oh, it's the Wilden Defender. Is that the right one? Stalker? I don't know which one I want. And I didn't even put it in the thing, did I? Oh, this... I'm so good at this game. Go away a minute. I'm messing things up. But we'll get in the Wilden prediction. So that is the right one. That's alright. So let's just grab the deep learner and put it into there. And then we can finally try that again. I've got a few of the drops, so that's not bad. So stick that in there. Try you again. So let's have that in there. Make it nice and simple. Right, so any of those that I kill is working. That's alright. Right, that's good. I've got the basic model, so I can go stick that in this area over here, can't I? So I'm going to need another one of these. Yes, I don't want to take any of these out. The Phantom, I probably don't need that. Let's just take the Phantom out for now. Take this out, and I'll put the Wilden in there. Now, this is only a basic model, so it needs to build up to the high levels, but I just need to make sure that it's producing the right thing that I want. So what did I get there? Quite a few of these. I don't know which one of these is most useful. Probably interchangeable, to be honest, so let's just get a... We'll go for the horn once it comes in. So it will appear in here at some point because it just goes into any of them at random. So I'll leave that to its thing. But the other thing we can do is craft up the vibrant capacitor bank because this is what we need for the star, isn't it? So let's just go through this. Actually, let's get a few of those. Get a few of these. I think is it 8? Is that right? And then we can craft those. Get a few of the double layer capacitors. We can then craft those into the advanced. And then finally we turn that into the vibrant capacitor bank. So there we go. So that is the thing we need for the star. So if we look at the usage of this, we use this to craft the improbable probability device. It's one of the many things we need for that. And then that can be used in the star. And obviously we can't leave it there. So I'm going to craft up another tablet of some Wilden. And we're actually going to do the proper version this time. What we're going to kill is the Wilden Chimera. This is what I wanted to test. So if we stick these in here and then right click that now, this should be a little bit crazier. Hopefully I should still be able to do it. There he is. Right, it's good fun. Right, 1,000 hit points on this thing. So hopefully this sword should be alright. I haven't been attacked yet, so I'm okay with that. I can imagine this would be quite hard if it wasn't as overpowered as I am. But don't break things. And come over here as well, because if you fall down there, I'm not very happy about that. My building gadget not working. Right, there we go. Come here. Thank you. Alright, so that was a little bit of an anticlimax. I was going to fall down there. But anyway, we got what was after the Wilden tribute. That's good. And then what do we get in here? No idea what that is, but I'll take it. So yeah, that's the Wilden Chimera. Bit scary if you're not crazy overpowered. Why is this not working? What am I doing? Right, so with that, I think I'm going to leave it there. Got the Wilden stuff done today. I've got EnderIO up to the point that I need it. And I've also killed the Wilden Chimera, so very happy with that. So if you have enjoyed this episode, please do leave a like and subscribe if you want to see more. And I'll see you again next time. Thanks for watching, everyone. Bye-bye.